Since the dawn of existence, there were beings who shaped countless universes, the outer gods. They were known as the Absolutes, creators, destroyers, eternal watchers. Tirelessly, they crafted worlds, only to tear them apart again, savoring the endless cycle of birth and ruin. For them, war was a game, a spectacle to chase away their eternal boredom. They summoned armies, forged souls, molded laws of existence, and unleashed them into endless battlefields for their own amusement. But then, something happened. Something even they did not foresee. An absolute murdered, not by another god, but by one of their own creations. A world had lost its master, and across the infinite dimensions, other absolutes turned their eyes to it. Not in grief, but in anticipation. Because now, a new power, the power of the fallen absolute, was up for the taking, and the first to seize it would become something beyond even the gods. In the city of Shulsung, Suho laughed loudly among his friends. "I got accepted! Hunguk Art University!" His friends blinked in disbelief. "You? Art University?" Another joked. "Maybe you should retake the exam." Laughter broke out, but Suho only grinned wider. "Finally! I'm free from this hell!" From the corner of his eye, Suho caught a familiar voice. Lee Yunchul smirked. "Congrats, Suho. Didn't know you had that kind of talent. How long have you been drawing, huh?" Suho shot back. "Kim Seong-chul, what is it this time?" "It's Lee Yunchul, idiot!" Lee snarled, pretending to be offended. "Thanks to you, my plans for dominating the school are ruined." Suho chuckled. "Be grateful. Thanks to me, you'll graduate without more bruises." Their classmates groaned. "Why are you idiots fighting again? We're almost done with school." But behind the teasing smiles, Suho wondered, why would someone bully a guy who's just trying to stand back up after losing everything? Without warning, Lee lunged at him. Suho, already moving, twisted and drove his knee straight toward Lee's face. "Can't you keep quiet until graduation?" he muttered. But Lee was faster, stronger. He caught Suho's attack with a clenched fist and countered. Boom! Lee's punch smashed into the lockers behind Suho, shattering them with an explosion of steel and splinters. Everyone, including Lee, stared in stunned silence. Fast forward, 2 years later, busy streets. Suho, now a second-year college student, walked along the bustling roads. A loudspeaker announcement echoed, "Classes in the main building have been moved. Hunters have entered the gate. Everyone stay clear." At the edge of the street, association officials stood guard. One official asked, "How long since the hunters entered?" 8 hours, the gate monitor replied. "It's a D rank. They should finish soon. If you're not a hunter, step back. It's dangerous." Suho watched in silence. Another gate, another day. 3 years ago. The world had changed forever. Gates, cracks between worlds, began appearing. Through them came monsters, and in response, humanity awakened new powers. Magic, strength, abilities. Some humans evolved, most did not. The lucky ones became hunters. The rest struggled to survive. Without hunters, the world would end. And people like Suho, the non-awakened, would be the first to fall. Still, I'm grateful to them, Suho thought. Without hunters, we wouldn't even be alive. But sometimes, I wonder if I've gotten used to losing everything. Memories of his parents' deaths haunted him, the helplessness, the despair. Mom used to say I looked like Dad. How would he have survived in a world like this? Inside the art class, Suho's hand moved almost on its own. His instructor leaned in, smiling. "Focus today, aren't you? What are you drawing?" Suho blinked down at his paper. There, he'd sketched something strange. An ant-human hybrid. Eerie, regal. It was Baru, though Suho had no idea why he'd drawn it. Weird, he thought. Why did I even... At the gate entrance, hunters began emerging. The atmosphere was calm. Looks like the subjugation was a success. Hunter Kim Jong-soo nodded. We encountered a new type of beast, humanoid, spewed blue flames. It wasn't very strong, just a scratch on my arm, nothing serious. The miners laughed it off, but Kim's wound began to glow. Before anyone could react, he lunged and tore into the nearest miner. Blood sprayed, panic erupted. Hunters, civilians, everyone ran screaming. The infection spread like wildfire. One scratch, one bite, turning humans into mindless monsters. Chaos roared from the streets. Students crowded the windows, horror-stricken. People are attacking each other! Is it a dungeon break? Someone help! The art instructor paled. I'm just an E rank. I can't fight. Through the window, Suho saw them, the infected, eyes blazing blue, tearing through the crowds. On the rooftop, one of them crouched and leapt. Crash! It smashed through the classroom window, shrieking. Suho ran, instinct, terror. As he fled, he saw a girl, frozen, sobbing, unable to move. "I'll get a hunter!" he yelled, heart heavy with guilt. Damn it! Telling her to wait for a hunter is the same as telling her to die. But what could a non-awakened like him do? Nothing. Or so he thought. As the infected monster lunged toward the girl, wham! A fire extinguisher smashed into its face, hurled by Suho himself. Breathing hard, Suho stood between the girl and the creature. If Dad were here, he wouldn't have run away.